Hello, dear students. Today we'll speak about USA agriculture. Write down the same place. Before it, we had spoken about Great Britain agriculture, economics, and other sides about British weather, geographical place, agriculture. And today we'll begin speak about USA agriculture. Before it, let's speak about word building. Word – слово build – строить. Многие слова являются составными, то есть образуются путем соединения двух или более слов, которые могут относиться к разным частям речи. Некоторые из них пишутся слитно, другие через дефис. Словообразование. News плюс слово paper получилось слово newspaper. Значит, news – это новости, paper – бумага, поэтому newspaper означает газета. First class. First class. Первоклассный. Mother-in-law. Mother-in-law. Теща. White plus to wash. To whitewash. Белить. Получилось слово белить. Translate the following composed words into Russian. Notebook, landowner, dark blue, shoemaker, teacup, tea rose, hardworking, sunflower, toothpaste, forget-me-not, grasshopper, worldwide, restroom, sugarcane, pineapple. You should translate these words and explain how did these words build. Match the two columns to make compound words. Tea, suit, work, ear, bear, rain, key, soy, farm. Land, force, fall, bird, beans, case, time, ring, food. Vocabulary. Before reading the new text, pay attention to the vocabulary and write down to your exercise book. To clear. Расчищать, очищать, убирать. To clear the streets of snow. To settle. Поселяться, размещаться, обосноваться, устраиваться. To settle in Canada. In Canada. The nurse settles her patients for the night. Settler. Settler. Поселенец. White settlers in Kenya, for example. To adopt. Перенимать. To adopt new technologies. To graze. Пастись. The village cattle graze around the central field. To comprise. Охватывать, включать, содержать. The island of Great Britain comprises England, Scotland, and Wales. To improve. Улучшаться. Совершенствоваться. Your English has really improved since you arrived. To cut. Неправильный глагол имеет вторую и третью формы. To cut, cut. Резать, снижать, уменьшать. To cut bread, to cut expert. For example. Consumer, потребитель. Consumer goods. To own, владеть. To own lands. Owner, владелец. Owners of large farms. To hire, нанимать, давать на прокат. To work for hire, работать по найму. To hire seasonal workers. Owners of large farms hire seasonal workers. To invest, вкладывать, помещать деньги. To invest in a business. To rent, сдавать, брать в аренду, снять. We don't own our house, we rent it from Mr. Ray. Tenant, арендатор. Housing tenants buy the houses they rent. To pick, собирать, снимать, плоды. Picking, сбор. If only I had the chance to smart my life new, I'd travel longer, I'd play games, I'd pick more daisies. Migrant, кочующий. Seasonal workers are also called migrant workers. Мигрант. To contribute, способствовать, действовать. Drink contributes to his ruin. To receive, получать. If you receive an invitation to dinner, it's a good idea to ask how you should dress. To require, нуждаться, требоваться. We require extra help. Cash, деньги, наличные деньги. It is sold for cash only. To feed, fat. Вторая и третья форма. Кормить, пастись, пасти. Have the pigs been fed yet? Now let's read the new text. USA Agriculture. Nearly 400 years ago, European colonists came to America. The colonists began to settle. They cleared the land and transformed forests into croplands and pastures. The settlers lived in a group of houses around the central field. Here grazed the village cattle. In 1862, the government gave land away free. A settler had to build a house and live there for at least 5 years. They operate family farms. Over time, farming methods and farming areas increased. Today, the average farm in the USA comprises 187 or 462 acres. American farms became more efficient. Many farms adopted new technologies. Computers helped them improve productivity and cut costs. By the mid-1970s, single farmer could grow enough food to feed himself, 45 other Americans, and 8 foreigners. In the 1990s, American farmers invest more than $400 billion in land, livestock, buildings, and equipment. American consumers pay less for their food. People of many other industrial countries. Most of the farms in the USA are family farms. Only 3% of them are led by corporations that are owned by families. People who have small pieces of land cannot invest in modern equipment. Often they sell their land to other farms. There are tenant farmers who rent this land for cash or give the owner a part of the crop they grow. Owners of large farms hire seasonal workers. Many of these seasonal workers travel from farm to farm. They stay only for the period of picking crops. They are all known as migrant workers. The Northeast region doesn't have large areas of food and land, but you can find dairy and poultry farms in several areas. Maine is famous for potatoes. The Great Lakes region is also an important area for farming. Corn, wheat, and dairy products are the most important agricultural items. Farmers often rotate soybeans, that is, planting corn in a field one year and soybeans the next. The region has enough rainfall, which is very important for hay, ground to feed dairy cattle. Wisconsin is the most important dairy state in the region. The South is famous for tobacco. The moist, warm climate contributes to the extensive growth of tobacco in Virginia, North Carolina, and South Carolina. Cotton is another important crop for some southern farmers, especially in Arkansas and Mississippi. Peanuts are grown in Georgia and citrus fruits, vegetables in Florida. Soybeans are an important crop in Arkansas. The Great Plains region is considered the American bread basket. It yields great quantities of crops, especially wheat. Wheat is imported in Kansas, Minnesota, Nebraska, and the Dakotas. Iowa receives more rainfall than the state in the West, so corn is grown instead of wheat. It is the leading state in the USA in corn production. Texas led the country in the number of cattle and sheep. Here, vegetables and citrus fruit, wheat and cotton are grown too. The Rocky Mountains region lacks water, so many farmers raise livestock. The cattle and sheep require a lot of land to graze. Many of the ranches are very large. Their sizes can be over 900 hectares. California leads the Pacific region in farming. It is a leading grower of fruits and vegetables. The farms produce cattle, dairy products, cotton, grapes, tomatoes, and citrus fruits. In Washington, cherries and apples are major fruits. Farms in Hawaii grow sugarcane and pineapples. Now, USA agriculture is big business and is a part of the country's economy. Agribusiness includes farmer cooperatives, rural banks, shippers of farm products, firms that manufacture farm equipment, food processing industries, and many other businesses. American agriculture exports its crops to Europe, Asia, Africa, Latin America. The United States produces half of the world's soybeans and corn for grain, and from 10 to 25% of the world's cotton, wheat, tobacco, and vegetable oils. Now answer the questions. The first question: when did European colonists come to America? Did the settlers live in a group of houses? When and how did family farms appear? Now, do American farmers improve productivity? What kind of farmers is the most typical in the USA? The USA is divided into 6 main regions, isn't it? Name them. What crops are grown in the source? Do all states in the USA grow the same crops? What does it depend on? Where are dairy farms situated? Is agriculture a part of the USA economy? You should answer to these questions. Thank you for your attention. Goodbye.